Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi dux, vare retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt mala quelibas, ipse venena bibas.
Crux sacra sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi dux, vare retro satana, numquam suare mihi vana, sunt mala quelibas, ipse venena bibas.
Crux sit mihi lux, non draco sit mihi dux.
Are you distressed by the fact that in many cases you have men and women living together without marriage?
Yes, and principally because it is the destruction of love. Now, when you're speaking of the family and these new customs that have sprung up, we have only eros, the erotic love. We have a love in which the ego projects itself into another and says, I love you, when all that is loved is the pleasure that is found in the other person. And this kind of love is the destruction of the family and the destruction of the human person. As a matter of fact, I believe one of the reasons why we have so much neuroses and psychosis is this tremendous affirmation of the self. I gotta do my thing. I have to have my pleasure. You bend yourself to my will. When real love does not mean to have and to own and to possess. It means to be had, to be owned, to be possessed. The ancients were right in giving Cupid an arrow, something that wounds. To show love, example for their neighbor and for the downtrodden. No, it's generally for the satisfaction of self. So this kind of life is producing neurotics and psychotics in our civilization.
You mean more so than ever?
More so than ever, yes. People today are without goals and without purposes. That is one of the reasons why our civilization is erotic. We try to make the intensity of a sex experience atone for a want of a purpose in life. Just as when we're lost in an automobile, we drive faster.
Bishop Sheen, do you foresee in the distant future any change in the Church's stand, the Catholic Church's stand, and certain issues today which have been quite controversial? Do you foresee ever any change in that?
No.
Not at all?
No, because we have no power over the divine law. Furthermore, suppose we did. Suppose John Paul II tomorrow said, all right, bring out your contraceptives. Pull out your scalpels. Unplug the children from their wombs. Marry as you please. Unmarry as you please. Fornicate as you please. What would be the difference between the church and the world?
Take your average woman in mid-30s, say, who is a mother, a wife. She's bored, she's restless. You say that she is likely or would regard a sexual experience as something that might fulfill her?
One, I would say nothing about that particular woman, but she has something that can give her a passion. That's the raising of children. Believe me, she's got some arrows that she has to shoot. And she'll be held responsible whether or not those arrows ever hit the mark.
Well, what can you say to that woman, though, to make her aware of this, what you're saying about raising those children? Because the tendency is to say, oh, I can't wait to get out of the house, away from children. I'm so tired of children underfoot.
All right. What do you say to anybody, not just that woman? What do you say to anybody?
Yeah.
What do you want? Why are you bored? You want three things. If you could take your heart out as a kind of crucible and distill out of it its inmost cravings, what would they be? One, you want life. Not for 5 more minutes. Not for 5 more years. What else do you want? You want truth. Not just what you read in the paper. Truth of geography, literature, science, everything. We hate to have secrets kept from us. Thirdly, what do you want? Love. And a love without satiety. A love without fed-upness. A love that is constant. That's what you want. Now, do you find them here? Do you find life here? No. Why? Because life is mingled with the shadow of death. We get old. Truth, that's mingled with the shadow of error. Love, that is mingled with the shadow hate and satiety. So here we are in this rat race. Something we want, something we can't find. What's the answer? Are we to say life is a mockery? Or are we to say, as we might in this room, what's the source of light? Not under the chair, there's light is mingled with shadow. Not behind the bookcases, there light is mingled with darkness. We would say as logical beings, well, source of light, I have to go out to something that's pure light. So, if you want a life, and a truth and a love, a life that is not mingled with the shadow of death, and a truth that is not mingled with the shadow of error, and a love that is not mingled with the shadow of hate, you want pure life, pure truth, pure love. That's what you want. That's only a definition of God. And when you want that, you have everything, and then everything fits in place.
Toda persona es hijo de Dios, toda persona. Dios no rechaza a nadie, Dios es Padre.
Soy Celia, yo soy una persona no binaria y también soy cristiana. A veces como que me es muy difícil llevar como las dos cosas en la vida y quería preguntarle si ve un espacio en la Iglesia para las personas trans y las personas no binarias o el colectivo LGTB en general.
Toda persona es hijo de Dios, toda persona. Dios no rechaza a nadie, Dios es Padre. Yo no tengo derecho a echar a nadie de la Iglesia. Más aún, el deber es recibir siempre. La Iglesia no puede cerrarle la puerta a nadie, a nadie.
¿Y qué piensa de aquellas personas de Iglesia, ¿no? o sacerdotes que promueven el odio y utilizan la Biblia para sustentar esos discursos de odio? Y te leen como el Evangelio, ¿no? Para decir, no, yo no te estoy excluyendo, lo dice la Biblia. Yo me harto y me canso de decir que ese no es el mensaje de Jesús, ¿no?
Esa gente son infiltrados. Son infiltrados que aprovechan la estructura de la Iglesia para sus pasiones personales, para su estrechez personal. Es una de las corrupciones de la Iglesia, ¿no es cierto? Esas ideologías cerradas, que en el fondo toda esa gente tiene un drama interno, un drama de incoherencia interior muy grande, que viven para condenar a los demás porque no saben pedir perdón por sus propias faltas, ¿no? En general uno de estos tipos que condena es un incoherente, tiene algo adentro, entonces se libera condenando a los otros, ¿no? Tendría que agachar la cabeza y mirar su culpa.
Entonces, que una figura como el Papa diga esto, a lo mejor no te vuelve a acercar a la Iglesia, pero sí que te ayuda a reconciliarte y decir, vale, pues yo no estaba pensando mal, o no estaba en el error, o yo puedo estar en este espacio.
No te olvides de suscribirte a nuestro canal. Dale like al video para que YouTube lo pueda recomendar a otras personas y activa la campanita de notificaciones. Deja tus comentarios y nos vemos en un próximo video. Bendiciones.